Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the highway map, and we've got Matmann from Clan. He's in the T95 Tier 9 US heavy tank destroyer, and he is a man on a mission. So let's have a quick look at it. It's TD-15, which is the final mission for the tank destroyer missions for the T95A. He needs to do 6,000 hit points of damage, and to complete it with honours, destroy 5 enemy vehicles and win the battle. He's also got the Chimera mission, so let's have a quick look at that. Cause 25% of the total damage caused by the team, and then win by destroying all, capturing or defending the base, and survive the battle to get honours. So now I'm just going to speed up his progression here, because he's in a T95, which is a relatively slow vehicle. It's getting a bit of push here from a 112, but yeah, it doesn't really change things, and that's saying, yep, doesn't really make much difference. So we've got up to the city now. Let's get back to normal speed as soon as he gets into position. So you can see nearly 3 minutes gone, and he's just getting to the battleground. So this is with the buffed speed. I'm not sure if he's running turbo, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's added that to it. Alright, finds his first target, Namex 5100, which is a tier 8 tank. This is a tier 9, tier 8 game, so he's top tier, which is good. And hopefully there's enough hit points in the pool to complete the mission. That's one of the considerations for the high tiered missions. So he's happily to take damage in his tracks from that ML, who's not going to be able to penetrate him. And he's got this concept to be a bit more dangerous tank, tier 9 heavy tank there. But he's tracked him and just trying to get a different angle just to defeat the side scraping. But in any case, concept B is pulled back and he manages to get a shot in, but it's a bit of a trade. He takes 432, but he delivers 795 to the concept. So that brings him to 1.5k. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the damage total, but you can see the indicators at the top, which shows you the progression of the mission. But you certainly have to start somewhere. Alright, there he's got the ML lined up, puts a nice shot into him, 720, bit of a low roll for the T95. And you can see the fairly long reload time involved, gets tracked again. His crew will be trained for repairs, just to improve his ability to recover without having to use his consumables, but occasionally you do. And now he's got another tier 8 tank he can basically bully. Goes to the lower front plate of the lever, gets a nice 705 roll, and the lever gets taken out. So his team's a little bit down here. They are 2 tanks down and about 1,000 hit points down compared to the enemy, but I'd call that still fairly even. Matt's now up to about just under 50% of his total damage target, and he's coming in again on this concept 1B, does no damage and then takes no damage in return, so that's fine, and he keeps progressing. And you can see he's wiggling a bit here. This is the idea, is to put off the aim in case they're aiming for his commander's hatches. Gets the kill on the concept 1B, and now he's got this Chrysler GF, and he can probably bounce all the shots from the Chrysler, so it's a matter of getting... No, he does take a bit of damage there from the Chrysler, that's interesting. But anyway, he's got this full side of the Chrysler, no problem. Does a nice roll of 803. It's taking him to 4k of damage, so 2/3 of the way to his target. And he doesn't get the kill on the Chrysler, so only 1 kill so far. So not getting close to his target there, but they're in a bit of a pickle. The enemy is on the base. Luckily it's only one tank at the moment, but there's only a minute to go. He's not going to get back there in time, but hopefully you can encourage people. He's not going to get back in time if he keeps driving to dead tanks either. So that's not the sort of thing you want to do in a slow moving vehicle. So let's speed up his movement again. Try not to make you seasick. It does take a hit, and his tracks from the WZ1111 FT, which is a tank destroyer, up to his left, but yeah, you can just shrug that off. Didn't take any damage. Now the tank on cap is an LTDB, so a light tank. Now they've lost even more tanks. They're in a much more dire situation now. What can be done about this? They're nearly just over 2,000 hit points down, and they're 4 tanks down, but he's found an Indian Panzer here. He's going to go for the shot, gets the kill, so that reduces the gap to 3 tanks, now down to 2. But he does take a hit from Marty, and that LTDB is still on cap. And no doubt he's behind a building to make him safe from here, and Matt fires a shot up there to try and destroy some of the cover so that the tanks that are moving up that way don't have less to go through. Now, but there's a Canon and Yanga Panzer here. He needs to get a shot on him, which he does, and gets him his kill. So it gets him to 3 kills, and he is making his way onto his target. He's still got a damage target, and he's done 4.8 so far. And is he going to get this LTDB, or is the LT-432 going to get him? Well, he does get a hit on him. Takes him down to 21 hit points. So all good, grist for the mill, as they say. Doesn't get the kill though, but that takes him to 5.5k, so only another 500k of damage to get. He's got 2 shells left of his standard ammunition and plenty of premium to go. And let's just speed it up again. Progress of a T95 across the map is not something you should have to sit through. So I apologise for the wiggling, that is not at normal speed. And let's go back to normal speed while he's battling here. So basically what he's found, he's got 2 tank destroyers, one in front of him and one to his left. He doesn't really want to be flanked. He's got a bit of low ground here that he can take advantage of. He wants that FT to push on top of him so you can get shots into it as he crests over. And he doesn't want to expose himself to the TD to his right, which I think is the AMX CD-105. So he's just turning around just to see if he's gotten some exposure. And we're just sorry, go back into Matt's view. I don't know why we were pointing at the sky there. Gets a nice hit in to the AMX, and that gives him his damage total. So he's confirmed he's got the mission. Can he get the honours? That's the question. Now the AMX is pushing in on him. Not sure that's a good idea. He's going to be reloaded pretty quickly. Certainly not enough time, and he gets the kill as he tries to turn to bring his gun to bear. Now that does expose his rear, but he's again in this low patch here, and his armour is very much sloped in that context. And he's got an ISU-152 facing him, does the wiggle again, but the ISU gets killed. He goes for the other tank. That gets him his 5 kills, and he's made his target, and in fact that gets him his full TD-15 mission with honours. He will be very happy about that. Now we'll see if he got the Alliance mission as well. So an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge game there from Matman, but more importantly completed the TD-15 mission for the T95A, and I can confirm that he also got the Alliance mission as well. So he did more than 25% of the total damage that his team did. So end up with just over 7k of direct damage and 5 kills, which that was the qualifying for the TD-15 mission. I need to do 6k damage and get the 5 kills for the honours and win, of course. And got an extra 1157 of assisted damage there, so over 8.1k of combined damage. I'm told this was Matman's best game in this tank as well, so I'd be pretty happy with that. And you can see there the EXP total base 1637, very high level of performance. And in a slow tank on a big wide map, that's also pretty impressive. But more importantly, the LT-432 should give him some recognition. He got 1204 base EXP as well, but he was instrumental with Matt in terms of turning the game around. Matt did the damage, but the LT managed to get the cap blocked and helped destroy the LTDB that was on the cap, and basically stymied the push, and then Matt helped clean up the end game. So on the enemy side, ISU 152, 2k of damage and 2.6 to a Charfature 4, but there's Sealy from 7 ACAV, so shout out to 7 ACAV, got some good friends there in the Indian Panzer, sort of all doing the top pieces of work there. Yeah, otherwise the team not performing. There's a couple of 0 damage on both sides actually, so won't call those things out. This is more about the mission, of course, but to complete that, what did it cost, and how well did it get it cheap? So he fired 16 shots, 15 of those hit, which is excellent shooting, 12 penetrations, so a little bit difference there, but there were some side scraping shots there he was trying to get in, so we understand that. Very little of that distance was done at more than 300 meters, so no sniping, thank you. But you can see then that gave him some rewards. He did get some battle payments, which helped as well. That would have been from the clan itself. And then personal missions payout 40k. That gave him a decent amount of credits. And he ended up using mostly standard ammunition, but he did have some premium consumables there, including his food. And that meant he still made a decent profit, and in a tier 9, that's an excellent result there. So great game there from Matmann. Mission completion, which is very helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing, and we'll have more good content like this for you through the week. So thanks for watching.